and I've gone back to being a child. I don't want to be an adult right now.
What's up, guys? So apparently the big news topic right now is this story about how this guy decided to become a 6-year-old girl. So first of all, I think it's kind of dumb as shit that this is big news, and I realize it might seem a little silly that I myself am talking about it, but you know, I'm not like a major news station. I'm just some bullshit YouTube channel, so whatever. But I do think it's a little silly that this is a topic that's all over like major news. So anyway, this guy, who's they give his name as Stefankny Woolshit, but apparently it's pronounced Stephanie. That also pisses me off. Like, people will just throw in, like, they'll just puke out some fucking letters, and they'll be like, they'll have like 43 different letters and no vowels, and they're like, yeah, that's pronounced John. Like, that's not the way the fucking English language works. You can't just fucking... Anyway. I'll just go with the last name because it's too confusing. So Woolshit is a 46-year-old dude who, you know, he one day he realized that, you know, he just wanted to be a kid, and not only a kid, but a 6-year-old girl. Like, you can't even make this... You can't make this stuff up, man. Like this is like a Monty Python skit, except this is real life. This is real life. This is the world we live in. And you know, here, look at a little spot of this interview going on.
So, well, shit, you say you're a little girl, but I've never seen a 400-pound little girl before. How do you get your clothes?
Well, it was kind of tough at first. I kept buying doll clothes and trying them on from doll stores, but, you know, they wouldn't really fit too well, so I didn't really know what to do. Eventually, after a lot of searching, I found they had a Pretty Princess line made specifically for Clydesdales, so I pretty much have been shopping there exclusively ever since.
I see, very interesting. So, Woolshit, what would you say has been your biggest struggles since you decided to become a little girl?
Well, Dick, I've experienced a lot of discrimination. It's really terrible. I went to Chuck E. Cheese's, and I went to go down the slide, and it was too small, and I actually got stuck in the slide, and they had to call the fire department and get me out. And I feel like that's just discrimination against overly large 6-year-olds.
I was born human, but I've always identified as a trans emoji. Specifically the blonde guy with the mustache.
I actually knew the minute I downloaded it.
Trans emoji? Come on, that's not a thing. That's insane. How can you always have identified as it if the update just came out?
Don't be on the wrong side of history, man. Come on.
This makes me upset. It makes me want to cry.
It's a crazy ass world we're living in, guys. I gotta give that reporter some credit though, because I could not keep a straight face sitting there interviewing this, you know, 400-pound man, 6-year-old girl, and, you know, him talking about his pretty princess dresses and all this other shit. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't, man. I couldn't handle it. Because the whole time, the only thing would be running through my head is this.
God, I love these fries.
If you love them so much, why don't you marry them? Can I have some?
Sure, Cindy, go ahead.
Oh, God, these are good.
Cindy, can you leave some for us? I thought you were trying to lose weight.
Lay off me, I'm starving.
So the full story of this dude is, like I said, he's this 40-something-year-old dude, and he's got a wife. He's got 7 kids, and, you know, he just burned out so he could be a kid again, because I guess being a grown man was hard. And you know, they're like celebrating this dude, you know, he's like a big hero, like Bruce Jenner or whatever, because he decided to become a little girl. And I don't know, nobody seems to give a shit about the fact that, you know, he just kind of ditched his family. Well, you know, here's what I think. You know, if you're a man, you got to take care of your business, man. That's just what you do. And if you got this fetish where you're like, hey, I really want to be a little girl, you know, they got like clubs and shit. You know, you could probably find, you know, like a little community club where everybody, you know, a bunch of dudes hang out, and you can put on diapers and shit, and like, I don't know, shit your pants and suck bottles, or, well, I guess, you know, maybe not for 6-year-olds. That'd be more like a baby fetish club. They got those too. But, you know, you can like color in coloring books and, you know, do that kind of stuff, you know, and then, you know, just go to work afterwards. You know, just, you know, you do that on the weekend, you know, and then Monday, you know, you go back and, you know, you go to work. But, you know, you might also be wondering, you know, how does a 6-year-old little girl survive all on her own? Because, you know, 6-year-olds, you know, they don't take care of themselves, right? So if this dude's a 6-year-old girl, how could he possibly survive? Well, don't worry. Woolshit is not an abandoned orphan. He has, in fact, been adopted. I shit you not, these people here took him in, and they have adopted him. I'm just going to let that sink in for a minute. Okay, have you processed it yet? Probably not. I think I could probably sit here for a year, and this wouldn't quite register with my, you know, my brain. So anyway, I was really curious. Like, I was thinking, okay, what kind of couple adopts a 46-year-old man as a 6-year-old girl? And it turns out that they have granddaughters, and they all have play dates together. Like, you know, like they'll have this man and the little girls all play together. Now, this seems kind of fucked up to me. Like, what kind of situation is this? This normally would be a situation in which someone was calling the frickin' cops or something, I would think. So then I did a little bit more digging, and I found this picture. And it turns out that they adopted this person as their surrogate 6-year-old fuck slave. I'm not even fucking making this up. I'm dead serious. They adopted this man because the old dude, like, he's like, you know, I don't know, he's like in his 60s or something. The old dude that adopted him, his adopted father, I guess, wanted to, you know, poke little girls in the butt. So that being illegal, he got a giant 6-year-old little girl to poke in the butt. So basically, there's two ways you can interpret this story. You can interpret here. Okay, so here's the first way. You can interpret it the way, you know, the media would like you to interpret it, which is that Woolshit is an extremely brave woman who will probably be winning Woman of the Year in 2016. Extraordinarily brave for embracing, you know, her personal identity and, you know, whatever. Or there's my interpretation, which is that, you know, there's this 46-year-old dude who suddenly had a fetish to dress up as a little girl and get poked in the butt by old men. So he abandoned his wife and children to go and live his crazy fantasy. So what do you think about all this? Let me know in the comments. Should this even be on news? You know, is there more important things going on in the world that we should be hearing about other than grown men dressing up as little girls? All right, that's it for now. I'll see you guys next time. Hey dudes, thanks for watching. If you want to catch all my videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you'd like to help support me and be part of the creation process, then hit that Patreon button. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.